Just want the youth of Africa to understand this. What is going on in Burkina Faso? It's not about Burkina Faso. It's about African youth. It's about Africa. We have to realize this. Ibrahim Traore is not just for Burkina Faso. He's just an inspirational leader who is awakening the African youth. Most of the African youth who have given up on this continent. He's the one telling them that it is possible. Everything is possible if we all stand to take the right action with the right citizen beside us. And this is telling us that we have to be vigilant. And this time, currently we all heard what is going on in France, where some Burkinabés in France are demonstrating that Ibrahim Traore to step down. Before now, the current assassination attempt, this is what actually we heard. And when that was the news that popped up before we saw that Ibrahim Traore was actually there was attempt plotted take power from this young man who is trying to elevate the country from this kind of captivity. And unfortunately, that those people, the plotters, according to the report, state clearly that they reside in Cote d'Ivoire. When will the black man stop betraying his own brother? I think this is what we don't talk about. When? So it's about time that the African youth have to know this. Because before the US issued that statement, 2 days later that this coup plot came up, and fortunately that those people including the Burkinabés, were arrested. And I love this. It's about time that we appreciate the goodness of our continent. Captain Ibrahim Traore, we know what US, France are trying to do. Captain Ibrahim Traore, we will not sit down, watch you, for what happened to Gaddafi should happen to you. We love you so much. But the other African leaders are not ready to help you. Are not ready to say anything what is going on. Are not ready to issue any statement. Are not ready to come together to talk about it. The UN is quiet. The AU is quiet. The ECOWAS is quiet. So far, all these organizations seem to protect peace and promote peace. Are not saying anything. This is what the African youth are saying now. It's about time that you give the African youth, because they have the power and they think that what they can do to help you stand on the throne. To rise Africa is about you giving them the chance into your life. Let's all share this message. The 18th assassination attempt of Captain Ibrahim Traore. Have you seen this guy? Wherever Captain Ibrahim Traore is going, he's there. He's always with him. This young man has given $5 million to just eliminate this woman. But this young man refused, his guide refused to do that. You know what he did? He took the money and sent it to Mr. President. Mr. President, this is the money they offered me, that as you use this money but we love you. We love what you do. We are not going to do that. Now let's take a lesson from this. How many of us are too loyal to our friends? How many of us are too loyal to our own brothers? Even if they give us billions, they promise us the whole world. How many of us will be able to withstand? These are the people that will promote. He's a great person that all the youth of Africa have to learn from. This is what we call patriotism. This is what we call the Pan-African spirit. This is what we call the true citizen of a country. How many of us will do that? How many of us can really protect our country? Protect our friends, even if they are not there. Let's learn from this. It's about time the Africans will tell our own stories. I'm saying this on a media platform that if all African leaders could do this, who would ever start to post any negativity about Africa, will be posting a child crying who is hungry and other stuff on social media, should be arrested. any negative news about Africa should be arrested. Do you think they don't have some in America? They have, but they show us what they want the world to know. But Africa, what do we do? Whenever we see something evil, like we just post it. These are the things that we have to put measure on this social media thing. Because the way we portray ourselves is the way the world is going to define Africa. It's about time that all the leaders of Africa have to put pressure, have to put measures on this. Whoever goes against the law, you have to dance according to the truth.